All right, everybody, so you should have taken care of your attendance quiz. Your notebook check should be done, and now you are going ahead to take notes for today. Today we're talking about graphing linear functions. That's your title for today, is graphing linear functions. So today we're going to focus on graphing linear functions and determining their key attributes. So we're going to be doing a lot of graphing and stuff, but before we can do that, we're going to need to know a few things when we're given an equation in slope-intercept form, okay? Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where m represents your slope, b represents your y-intercept. You do want to write this down. This is important because now when I'm given an equation, there's two things I can identify. The number next to my x, if I am in y equals mx plus b, I see my m is 2/3, so that means my slope is 2/3. And then my b is -4. In other words, my y-intercept. Remember from yesterday, I said y-intercept must be written as a coordinate. This then allows me to go ahead and graph my linear function. So my y-intercept is 0, -4. And then my slope is 2/3. So then my rise is 2, 1, 2. My run is 3, 1, 2, 3. So I have a point here at 3, -2. I want to go ahead and get this third point. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. You want to minimum have at least 3 points. If you decide to do more, you can. Just keep using your slope to go up. If you want to go backwards, then you just need to do the opposite. My fall, down 2, and then I need to go left, 1, 2, 3. So that's what you would need to do if you wanted to go backwards to get a coordinate. Lastly, you want to connect your points. Whenever you graph, you need to have a minimum of 3 points. You need to connect the dots. And if it's a linear function, go ahead and put arrows at both ends. Now, I'm going to go ahead and identify my x-intercept, which I found here is 6, 0. My domain, I see on the left I have an arrow, on the right I have an arrow. So my domain is at all real numbers. My range, I have an arrow on the bottom, I have an arrow on the top. So my range is all real numbers. And that's how you graph a linear function. So now, pause the video and see if you can do this one. All right, let's see if you did this correctly. So I have an equation in y equals mx plus b. My m is -5. My b is 10, but I have to write it as a coordinate, so 0, 10. So I'm going to go ahead and graph the two things I know, 0, 10, and then my slope is -5. Since my slope is -5, that means -5/1 would be the fraction. So my rise, or in this case, my fall is -1. My run is +1. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right 1. And that's my point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right 1. I want to always keep going until I get 3 points and I cross my x-axis. I can keep going if I want, but I have 3 points. I've hit my x-axis, so I'm going to go ahead and connect my two coordinates. Now I can identify that my x-intercept is 2, 0. My domain is still all real numbers. My range is all real numbers. All right, pause the video, see if you can do this one. All right, now you should be checking. I have y equals mx plus b. My m is my slope of 5/3. My B, I see nothing, which means I actually have a y-intercept at 0, 0, which then tells me I have an x-intercept at 0, 0. I already then know my domain is all real, my range is all real numbers. All I actually still need to do is graph this. So plot my point at 0, 0, and use my slope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. If I wanted to go backwards, go down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. And there is my line, my dots. I need to connect and draw my arrows. All right, we're going to pick up here in part 2 of our video.